Hey guys, so I wanted to do this video and I wasn't sure that I was going to even do this video, but hold on, let me move this out of the way because it's in my way of standing. But I did post and asked the group if they wanted to see this video, and a couple people said yes, a couple people liked it and didn't comment, so I'm assuming liking means yes. But look at my lipstick, it's already messed up. Oh yes. I have one higher, like, curve than the other lip, and I try to even it out, and sometimes it doesn't work. So anyways, not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk about my anxiety, depression, and panic. It's gonna be said a lot, because, you never know where to begin with this kind of discussion. But I suffer from anxiety, panic, and depression. I'm not going to cry in this video because I just did a killer makeup job today. I don't think I posted the haul yet, but this is an eyeshadow from a company that I don't even think they do makeup. It was like this Winkender bag. It's called, what's it called? Woodland Escape. So I don't want to be crying this off because it looks good. Usually I'm a bronzy makeup. Today I just decided to go for a little bit more. 2 minutes in and I'm ranting. Because I don't want to get emotional. And if I start like going right into it, I'll be like, emotional time, and then I'll ruin my makeup. Because that's, the biggest problem in this world is our makeup being ruined. And things falling in the middle of your video. So when I was 16, I lost my grandmother to a massive heart attack on Easter, and ever since then, even probably before then, most likely before then, I was dealing with a slight anxiety and depression and all that. But after she passed away, it triggered post-traumatic and a lot bigger issues that, I'm still dealing with today, even almost at 30. And I was 16, did I say that? So she's been gone a long time, and she was like my rock. She was one of the only people that understood me, even at younger age, even at 16. Like, who needs to be understood at 16? Everybody, right? And when she passed away, I lost a big chunk of my life. And then further on, when I was 8, my mom married my stepfather. They're divorced now, and I still call my stepfather because he was 8 until couple years, ago. They divorced when I was 24. It was like 6 years, almost 6 years ago. I don't even know. He was in my life for almost 18 years, and he's still in my life somewhat. He owns the house that we live in, and he's my landlord. So, but in my life as a father, no. We never got along that well. Bickered. Step parents do sometimes with their kids when they don't understand it. And I was a teenager, and I was like, why are you so strict? And why are you the way you are? And we get along better now. When I was older, we understood each other a little bit better. We had conversations when it was better. But, he just dropped the role of father, and it was hard. I mean, 30 years old, you still want somebody to be like, hey, I'm your dad, or whatever. But I have a mother who's both, and that's rare to get, and it's amazing to have a parent who could do both roles. And my mother has always been both roles. Even when other people were involved, she was still my both roles. She was my mother, she was my father, she is my best friend. She will always be my best friend. Even though I have a real best friend, my mother is my best friend forever. But that was another loss. That was a different kind of loss. It was a loss where the person is still alive but isn't in your life. I think that's even harder than losing somebody in death, because you know that there was nothing you could do about that they're gone for a reason. But to not understand the reason that the other person has left your life and they're still there and living their life and their new life, it's really hard. Like, I'm sure people with a product of divorce, it's really hard. But I mean, I was older when it happened. So I think it might be even harder. It might be, I don't know if it's harder. I think it might be hard for the kids that are in their teens, because they're still like in that, I don't understand, but they're still looking for that comfort. when you're older, you kind of have your independence already. So, and then when you're really young, you grow up just not knowing any different. So, and my stepchildren are obviously a product of divorce. And I wonder how it's going to affect them. And, I'm not going to delve into their relationship because I don't really know. I know they weren't happy and she's with somebody and he's obviously with me. So they're better off in their personal lives, obviously. But as far as the children go, I love my stepchildren to death and I would hope that she knows that. And in the beginning it was rough. It was probably hard, but so all that, adds it together. But the reason that I wanted to do this video is because yesterday I had a really, really rough day. I was depressed and I didn't know why. I was at work the whole entire time and I couldn't get away. I couldn't just be like, let me go chill and sit at home and take a nap. So, and I couldn't get away from it because I was stuck at work, right? And I was kind of mean and angry at people that it shouldn't deserved it. And then I came home and I was angry at my husband. He's like, well, what's your problem? And I'm like, you should know by now. And it's hard because nobody understands anxiety and depression and panic. They think you're making it up. They think it's just whatever. They think you can just get over it, pop a pill and you'll be all right. It doesn't always work like that. Unfortunately, if I could just be like, pop a pill and I'm cured, that would be amazing. But I have a thing called anticipatorial anxiety. I've had it all my life, and it made me not get a job until I was like 19, and I was just worried that something was going to go wrong. I'm not going to be able to go do it. I'm not going to be good at it. I'm not going to be able to socialize with people. I didn't even drive until I was 23, and thank you to my best friend Angela. Don't do it for pushing me to go do that, and she helped me. Yep, there it goes. She helped me, like, hey, you need to go get your license. Let's get this going. And she actually took me driving, and she let me borrow her car. It was just, to have a friend like that is amazing. And I've been friends with her since I was 5, and I don't see her as often as I would wish. And that's another thing that affects my anxiety. I don't see my friends because I work all the time. And she just had a baby boy, and he's adorable, and I haven't met him yet, and it's hard. And I was going to go meet him on the day he was born, but then she had a lot of people coming, so I was like, all right, well, I'll come see him my next day off. But then my next day off, we had the girl, and then I didn't have a day off in between, and, and then Gary, I wanted to go with my husband so we could both see the baby, and then I was sick for a week and a half. We were both sick, and I was like, I don't want to go visit a new baby while I'm sick, and then I haven't seen him yet, and it's like weeks now, and it's like, I can't even see my best friend's baby, and I haven't even met my other friend's baby. Life shouldn't be like this difficult. You should be able to make the time for the people that are important to you. And it's really, really hard. And it's really, really easy at the same time, but it's hard to compartmentalize your life. And especially when you have anxiety and depression and panic. Panic is when you just, oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm having a panic attack. Oh, anxiety is like, oh my God, this is what's going to happen, isn't it? And depression is, oh my God, it's oh my God. I'm so sad and I don't know why, and I just want to cry, and my life sucks, and oh my gosh, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to wake up. I just want to go to bed all day. I don't want to be around people. And nobody gets it. Nobody gets it unless they have it. And even then, you don't understand each other's because it's so different. It is so different from person to person. And mine is, even in high school, I had it. Like, my friends would be like, oh, we're going to go out. We're going to go see a movie. I'll come pick you up at 8. 8:15 comes along, and I'm like, hello, why aren't you here? And I would assume they didn't be in an accident. They didn't want to hang out with me anymore. They didn't like me. And I'd be like, why am I thinking this? Like, I know that they're just running late, and that is what it would be. And it's what I deal with on a daily basis. It's what I deal with on a daily basis. Like, that unrealistic worry and thought, and like, why isn't my husband answering my text? I know he's on his way home. Like, oh, well, his music's too loud. That is the rational thought. My thought is, oh, he got into an accident. He's not coming home. He's ignoring me. He doesn't want to talk. And then I sit there and I know it's wrong, but I can't control it. That is the anxiety. Yesterday I was depressed, and I don't know why. Like I said, I was at work all day, and it was a really bad day. I came home, and I was like, I had a bad day, okay? I had a bad day. And he's like, well, why? I don't know why. It just happened to be that it was overwhelming. The day was overwhelming to me, and I couldn't take it. And then I started questioning my life, started questioning why one of my really good friends isn't answering my phone calls or my texts, and I didn't understand why. And you know what? Maybe she's going through shit that I don't understand, and I'm making it about me, right? Or maybe she's pissed off at me. Maybe she heard something that somebody said, and I don't know. That's the thoughts that are in my head. And that was really getting to me because she's one of my dear friends, and I don't have many friends. I don't have a lot of friends. And the ones that I do have are all having kids, and that's awesome. Like, obviously, they're living their life and having kids, and it's hard when you don't have kids. I have stepchildren, but they aren't with us all the time. We get them one day a week, and it's a big difference in having a child that is yours and you have all the time. But when you get to the 30s and you're growing up and your friends are separating and having kids and living their life, and you don't have kids, that's like, you see ya. And it's not always meant to be that way, but it happens. And that's okay. I don't want to have kids. I've never wanted to have kids. That's a whole nother subject. But, and I love my stepchildren, and I love the children around me and my cousins and stuff. But me personally having children was never something that I wanted. But because I have this going on, I have too much of this going on that it wouldn't be fair, you know? But anyways, not to say that people who have depression and anxiety can't have kids. That's not what I'm getting at. Me personally, it wouldn't work. I just, you know? But anyways, like I said, separate thing, and I'm going on a tangent. I wanted to do this video because if you watch my videos, I'm very talkative. I'm very and I love doing what I do, and I love makeup, and I love fashion, and I love beauty, and I love reviews, and I love freebies, and I love all that. I do. That makes me happy. But it's not enough. It's not enough. My life is a redundant cycle of work, sleep, work, sleep. Maybe I can hang out with my friends, maybe not. Or I'm busy, I'm working, you're doing this, and I hardly even get to see my husband. And I was so overwhelmed. I had this great dinner date planned, and not really, but it was just let's go out to dinner, and that'll be our date, and work got in the way. And it was I was so defeated. I was so and it was well, it's work. Yeah, but I've worked every day of my life this week. And just that one couple of hours with my husband was taken away from me. And if you don't have that time to be with somebody that you love, it becomes second nature. Get home, we hop on our cell phones, and that's our life. And it's annoying. And it's not okay. It's not okay, because that's all we have time for. We have 3 hours, so we're going to pop on a Redbox, a Netflix, or whatever, and we're going to watch the movie, and then we're going to check our Facebook, and I'm going to do my YouTube, and he's going to do his games, and that's our life. I want to do what we used to do. We just get in the car, and we would drive. And then if we saw something that interested us on the highway, we'd get off and go to it. Now, all we do is work. We don't have time for that. We don't have money for that. And it's depressing. That's depression. And then you double it, because then all you do is overanalyze it. And why does my life suck, right? And it's really hard to deal with. And not anybody will ever understand it, because they think you're making it up. They think it's not real. They think you're just taking medicines, and you just want to, oh, everybody's got anxiety. No, not everybody does. But the people that do, it hurts. It's hard to deal with. It's overwhelming. And little tasks turn into these big things that you just can't control. And you always have this impending doom of regret and want, and you can't satisfy it. And it's really hard. I know that I want to travel in my life, but I'm not sure how to get there. I'm not sure. I can't just drop my job. I can't just drop my life and take off like a lot of people can do. It's really hard. And to have that feeling of loss in your life, loss that you're not going to get. Have the feeling of loss of something that you don't even have yet. I have the feeling of loss that my life has been this waste. But I'm only 30, right? So I have a lot left, but then what if I don't? What if I don't have a lot left? What if something happens? What if, knock on wood, what if something happens that it's gone? And I have this feeling of loss of something that hasn't even happened yet. And that is the impending depression and anxiety, and I'm using that word right, doom that I have. And that is why sometimes I'm mean to people. And I wish I couldn't be, because it's not that I'm mean to them. It's like they don't understand, so you stop talking to me. Why are you talking to me? You don't understand what's going on in my head. And I think that's the biggest problem that people have. People don't understand and don't take it as a serious thing. And it is a very serious thing. And I wanted to do this video because I wanted you to know about me, and I wanted you to know who I am. I will never lie to you. I will never deceive you. And I want to be as real as possible. I don't want to have this fake, oh, my hair is bothering me. I'm a very handsy person and a movie person. I don't want to have this fake persona on. Oh, beauty, YouTube. Oh yeah, let's put the makeup on. Because that is what I like to do, and I am like that. But I also have this underlining, problems. And I know a lot of people have those problems. And if you could speak about it freely and let people know that it is something that people do deal with on a daily basis and isn't a made up thing. And it is really, and it is severe, and it is something real to them. Even if you might not understand it, it is something very real to the person who's going through it. And I wanted to do this video so that you know that it is something that I deal with, and that if you have any questions or want to talk, I love talking, and it's really good to get it out. And so that was my video letting you know about my problems that I deal with. And there's further situations, there's further things that I could discuss, but then it would turn into like a book, and then nobody wants to read, right? They want to listen and watch makeup. So I hope you liked this video. If you didn't, please let me know. I mean, I know it's hard to listen to somebody talk about their life when you have nothing to do with it, and you don't really want to come here for makeup and reviews. But I hope that you did stay around for the 17-minute mark and somewhat enjoy this video. Maybe you can relate. All right, I love you guys. Like, subscribe, and share. As always, I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Bye.